Hi guys, it's markabusi here and we're back with another video, and today we are working on the next part of the first song for the album that we're making. So we have done song lyrics, we have laid out the drum track as basically and as decently as we can get it at the moment. And then the next part is to start adding in guitars. I'm going to start with, ordinarily I would start with the bass guitar, but there are things that I want to do with the bass guitar that I have not quite worked out yet. So instead, I'm going to start with the guitars. So we're going to start with the clean guitars, then we'll do distorted guitars, and I will go through my entire fucking shindig of how I am doing that. So stick around for the end to see how that's going to sound as part of this song. First things that you want to do before you start recording any guitar in here, tune your guitar, make sure it's in tune. If you don't, you are going to have significant problems down the line. Make sure you do that, either using a physical tuner or there's a tuner in FL Studio that you can use. Once that's out of the way, so right, basically, equipment that you need in order to record decent clean guitar in FL Studio. You need decent guitar. Make sure that you have good cables, because any kind of electrical interference between here and your computer is gonna come across as like feedback noise, which will then only get accentuated the more you fuck about with settings and stuff later down the line. So the better you can get the input signal from this to your computer at the start, the better your recording's going to sound later down the line. That shit's important. So make sure that you've got decent audio interface. I'm using the Focusrite Scarlett Solo. For cables, I'm using, I can't remember what ones it was. I think it was the Ernie Ball cables, which are fairly standard. They're pretty decent. And I've got this bad boy. After that, now we just need to go in and actually do the fucking guitar. I'm wanting to do clean guitar to start, and I want to do 2 guitar tracks. So the reason you want to do 2 guitar tracks is for down the line you want to be able to pan one guitar to the left and one guitar to the right. That'll give you a more full stereo sound, and it may leave space in the middle for your bass drum, your bass guitar and your vocals. That's kind of what you want front and centre. You want everything else panned slightly left and right, so that you've got room that gets filled with your earphones and it makes it less muddy. So I am going in through my MIDI controller, which is my Focusrite. My input 1 is the first thing, which is the vocals, and input 2 is the guitar. So you want to go input 2, and when you do that you should then get this. The important thing here is, and it's the thing that I keep forgetting to do, double check my levels. So I want to check my levels and make sure that they're not peaking, because if they're peaking when I'm strumming, then it's going to sound horrible and you won't be able to do much with it. But if you have it too quiet, when you try to boost that with gain later on, it's also going to boost any interference or background noise that you've picked up at the same time. You kind of want to make sure that you've got that bit right. So I want it a little bit louder, I think, because I'm going to be strumming it like, so you want to do a practice session just to see how it sounds. My whole thinking was that I want 2 separate guitars for the whole thing. Now, you technically could use the same guitar, because a lot of the time you actually can just go and play the same thing twice and then just double track it and put it on the other side, and that gives you the one guitar line stereo mix, and that would be fine. I don't want to do that. So I have taken second guitar. I'm going to play very similar part but slightly different. Okay, I'm ready. that's now the clean guitars. And so now we need to work on the distorted guitars, and to do that I shall be using this weapon of mass destruction. So now I need to go through the presets that are on this pedal, of which there is about 80, to find the correct one that I want for this. Potentially. So for the clean guitar, I had been selecting segments to go and put the guitar in, but for this one, I'm not gonna do that because I kinda don't want an automatic stop. That doesn't seem to be peaking at all, so that's good. So I can just go straight in and just start recording, and we'll just try and get through this whole song in one take. You know that way, right? You know that way when you just know that you've hit on something good by sheer accident. So now that I've fucked about with the volumes and EQ, and I've added compression and touched the reverb and stuff, the basic guitar tracks for the song are now done, and this is what it sounds like start to finish at the moment. It's still a work in progress, so if it sounds terrible, shut up. It is still a work in progress. think that's turned out pretty well so far. So that's the basic guitars now written, recorded, EQ'd, and a little bit of effects put on them. Next we have to add in the bass, which I still want to, at the moment I've been just playing root notes. There are sections where I want to maybe add a little bit in there just to kind of a wee sousson of a bass flavour. I'm not at that point yet. So if you at any point are interested in following this journey and seeing how this song progresses and ends up, feel free to like, subscribe to the channel. We are continuing on with this nonsense. Once I have done the bass and we've got all of that bit finished, we will park the bus in this song for a little while and move on to the next songs, because the vocals are all going to be getting done last. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been markabusi, and I will see you next time.